like Orlando, I don't even think they have flowing wells over there. They have deep water tables, 100+ feet and 80, 90 feet. We have like downtown Jacksonville, you take the top off the well, it'll flow 5, 6 feet out of the top, shoot up in the area. And that's presents its own presented challenges too. Because if you don't grout your casing, you don't seal it, and that water, instead of coming up inside the pipe, comes up outside the pipe. Now you've created this spring, and you got to deal with it. Depending if you're in someone's backyard or, it can be stressful because if you have a water flowing uncontrolled and it's going into their house or going down the street or, causing all sorts of problems, you got to be on it to be able to handle that. But I think it's really neat. That's my favorite part about what I do is flowing wells and dealing with that. And just seeing the water shoot out of there when you take the top off, I think it's so cool. And in Florida, it's all about sea level elevation. It has everything, everyone's like, I want to drill me a flowing well. It's like, well, I can't make one. It's all about your elevation above sea level and where that pressure from the aquifer comes up. And usually in certain parts of Florida, the Northeast, it's about 33 feet above sea level. So, if you're 34 feet above sea level, you're not going to flow. So you kind of know that. And yes, if you get some guys that come from Central Florida, from Ohio, they tap into one of those, it's a big deal. Cause I've experienced, what are you supposed to do? I was like, well, it's not, for me, it's not that big a deal, but I could see if you had an experience for it, I could see where it would be a big deal. Like I said earlier, you could get in a lot of trouble if you don't do it the right way. If you have what we call outside flow, where the water is flowing outside the casing, that can be a very difficult thing to fix. Very, very difficult. And we've had, even us knowing what to do and preparing for that, we still have that happen occasionally. But it goes beyond not just the drilling, the setting the pipe, sealing the well, but then you got to get into the pump side of it. Your pump efficiency is going to go through the roof because it doesn't have to pull. So maybe you might have oversized your pump, your tank. What happens if you lose power? Can you utilize the flow in the house? Some people can take a shower with the pressure from the well. And with some of our customers say, hey, you're in an area where you could have water in your second floor of your house without a pump. It's not going to be under pressure, but if you don't have power, wouldn't it be nice to turn a valve, bypass all your equipment, and have access to water in your house? So again, those are all second nature things just because we've dealt with them for so long. But if you're not used to it, I guess it would be quite a learning curve. And you could get in a lot of trouble if you're not prepared for it, for sure.